What?
Earlier this week that the school has since rescinded its offer to discuss Katie's case with the Myers. And Matt, with that, we're going to send it back to Sports Center.
John, thank you. Still ahead, Joe Girardi out in Philly. Jeff Passan joins us with context on why the Phillies made this move today.
Live TV, now with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. Over 75 live channels. Unlimited DVR. Hulu Plus Live TV will never go out of style.
Introducing Gatorade Fit. Fitness starts from the inside out. Get healthy, real hydration. And no added sugar, artificial sweeteners, or added colors. Gatorade Fit is healthy, real hydration, all cheap.
Whether you're moving in or out, take control of your cleanup with waste removal solutions from WM. From trash and recycling services to a dumpster in a bag. You fill it up, we pick it up. So choose WM. Buy, fill, gone.
countless guys' hairstyles because we know no two guys are ever alike. Good fading, great texture. Less pop, more adore.
Hey, nice haircut.
The summer prime rib is the star. Bite into the new primal Angus steak burger at Carl Jr. Arby's. See Jurassic World Dominion in theaters June 12th.
Why is it so dark in here? I applied for a credit card. I'm in the dark about whether I'll get approved.
Credit Karma lets you see your chances of getting approved for cards before you apply.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh.
Credit Karma. Download the free app now.
Success looks different for everyone, which means the path to success also looks different. For 75 years, University of Maryland Global Campus has helped adults succeed. You're not waiting to win. You're ready to succeed again at umgc.edu.
I think you're going to talk to American Finance.
When you retire with American Financing, you're going to save $1,000 a month.
You know how much that is over 30 years?
He's not that good at math.
I'm not. It's enough to send 4 kids to college.
Right, 4 kids?
Oh, yeah. All at the same time. This is my future. It is. Good luck.
Start planning for your future today with American Financing.
Don't forget, Game 2 Eastern Conference Finals for you tonight right here at ESPN and the ESPN app. Coverage begins 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific from Madison Square Garden. Speaking of New York, let's do a little need to know in baseball. The Yankees swept the Halos in the doubleheader at home yesterday to complete a sweep of the series. Yankees are now a season high 21 games above 500. Their earliest into a season to reach 21 games over since 1998. They won the World Series that year. Out of Milwaukee, the Brewers rallied late against the Padres, trailed by 3 runs entering the ninth. For walking off an Andrew McCutcheon single, snapping his previous 0 for 32 stretch. What about the Dodgers? They got back on track last night with a shutout win over the Mets. Trey Turner doubled in the 6th to extend his 25-game hitting streak, longest active streak in the MLB, the longest by a Dodger within a season since 2011. Just behind him, Paul Goldschmidt extended his own hitting streak to 24 games and reaching bases 30 games straight, which leads the lead. The Cardinals have won the series 7 guys in the Cubs. The breaking news that
Forgot I didn't cook the ziti.
Joe Girardi after a
Oh, that's okay.
29 start.
I'm doing it now.
Really seen 12 games behind the first
Thanks.
Mets. Phillies fired manager so far this season. Phillies have lost 7 of their last 9 games. This is the 3rd season for Girardi as manager of the Phillies. Jeff Passan now on why the Phillies made this move now.
Joe Girardi's firing didn't come as a great surprise after the Phillies' disappointing 22-29 start. But to blame Girardi solely for it would be the ultimate exercise in scapegoating. It's true that there was frustration inside the clubhouse among players that Girardi's tactical flaws were hindering the team, and that over recent weeks, players had expressed hope internally that there would be a managerial change. Still, the team's recent skid, which pushed Philadelphia to make the move and name bench coach Rob Thompson the interim manager for the rest of the season, exposed that the problems in Philadelphia go well beyond the manager's office and extend to a roster that's far too one-dimensional. With Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola, and more, the Phillies have the talent to win still, but they've dug themselves a big hole, one they need to climb out of before it's too late.
Passan, thank you. Including this season, Girardi has been a manager for 14 seasons. 3 of his 4 worst seasons in terms of win percentage have come in the last 3 years with the Phillies. Finished with a combined 132 wins, 141 losses. They, of course, never made a postseason appearance against the Mets leading that division. A couple of housekeeping notes for you. Remember, ESPN Plus right now has got PGA Tour live and the featured groups out there at the Memorial. Got plenty to get to. You've got tonight, you've got the Eastern Conference Finals, you've got the NBA Finals on Sunday. You love sports, keep it here on that very next line of for Sports at 6 p.m. Up next here on ESPN.
The lights come on, and we're just about ready for the start of the Eastern Conference Final.
Stamkos shoots more! 1-1. He did heal. He scores. The kid's doing it again. There's Pop. With Pop, and he scores. Shot score. That's a Middleton.
Convincing victory by the New York Rangers. Let the game begin.
Kendrick Mason, he scores. Kadri over for Rankin, and he scores. Shot from McKinnon, he scores. Avalanche take a 2-0 series lead. Starting lines for the point. The Avalanche within 2 games in the Stanley Cup Final. After a 14-goal game one, how they shut out the Oilers the way they could have never imagined. 2-time defending Cup champs never lose back-to-back. I'll tell you what the Rangers need to do to get a stranglehold on the series. And speaking of the Broadway Blue Shirts, why this Rangers team couldn't be a mirror image of the Mark Messier 1994 Cup-winning team? That's what it says right there. Let's party, people. Good afternoon. Welcome to the point.
Oh, this is the point.
Play with emotion. I'm Steve Lee with Mark Messier, Chris Chelios, and Brian.
Ooh.
just want to add to the experience. I remember as a kid going to games.
The Knicks ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York home court advantage. Coming into the building earlier tonight. A breathtaking view of the New York City skyline as taken from the Empire State Building. We're coming to you live from Manhattan. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program. The tournament is on your shoulders. You get a lot of stuff that can't be taught. Guys, now he's the teacher. I'm just glad he's no longer schooling my beloved AU Eagles.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, D.A. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Avdia out there with McAdoo. Then it's Butler, and it's man in at point. And for the Knicks, they've got Bryant. Brandon Ingram's out there with Bird. Then it's Gary Payton, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5 spot. Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience.
And we'll see some spectacular plays, but also a few boneheaded ones as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And so off the tip, it's New York. And stolen by Butler. A pull-up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Bryant looking over the floor. Payton left side. Feeds it to Chamberlain. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Chamberlain got the first points up on the board for the Knicks.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. To the wing right side. Lets it go with a three. His shot is good, making a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
It's Ingram missing.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Now, here's Avdia. 5 points in the game. McAdoo inside. Chamberlain on him. Man gets the bucket.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Here's Ingram. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. And Jimmy Butler, while he's a good shooter, not a great shooter, Brent, from beyond the arc.
He's good enough there and will take, I guess, the right ones, Kevin, to keep pressure on because you want to take the open threes. But he knows his game so well. And he'll continue to attack. He'll continue to find ways to expose defenses in the mid-range to make the impact on the game offensively that we're so accustomed to from Jimmy Butler.
Clock at 6. To end the run. Here's Chamberlain off the left rim and out. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. McAdoo, Chamberlain with the block. Payton left side. The shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
They're going to have a nice little run here.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now. And all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
The Bulls making a switch here.
Number 34.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Ingram outside. On the wing, Kobe. 6 to shoot. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Chicago leading by 7. Here's Man. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. And it's good, 2 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out to Payton. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Now Bryant following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep. Bryant tries in, and the dunk by Kobe.
Yeah, if you're going to give Bryant a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
Here's Man, covered by Payton. The pass to Butler. Now Avdia, 5 points in the game. Outside Butler. Chamberlain with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Chamberlain. Chicago making a switch here. Knicks trail by 7. Payton with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Butler, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Larry Bird.
Felt like he was getting more and more hungry as he got closer to the rim. Jimmy Butler just tenacious there.
And Greg, as the playoffs loom in the distance, for those teams who have overachieved in the regular season, how do they ensure that their success continues in the postseason?
Well, listen, the skeptics will remain, and you've got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You have to be resilient and adaptable, and when that adversity hits, that's when your focus has to rise.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They trail by 11. There's 1:26 left here in the opening quarter. And it's Bird missing. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Butler finds McCollum. Back to Butler. McCollum outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Bryant, and Butler sends it back.
Great defense from Jimmy Butler, judging when that shot was going up and getting the rejection.
McCollum outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Knicks trail by 17. 26 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bird outside, and they get it. Sprewell grabs the miss. Chicago's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. McCollum against Kobe. Now here's McCollum. Here's Sundin. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's the Chicago Bulls out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
They've definitely had a hot hand from 3-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
I think that's also set up a lot of knockdown jump shots.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Bulls 5 right now. Bryant finds Bridges. Here's Payton looking for Chamberlain. He gets it there. That one, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
McCollum outside. That's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. Sundin covered by Payton. And it's Sprewell missing. Knicks trail by 19. And here's Ingram from the arc. Sprewell, the pass to McCollum, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Ryan in the post, inside. That's That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. Kobe's got his second bucket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Kicks it to McCollum.
New York foul. Gary
Both teams deciding to change it up.
First team foul. Bulls substitution.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Sprewell. He's covered by Ingram. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Avdia. And again, Chicago. No good. Knicks trail by 19. Takes it inside. Here's Hardy. And Brent, some interesting family history here. Your dad, Rick, brother Sean, and you all ended your careers playing for the Houston Rockets.
The next time, Kevin, that you and I are broadcasting a game in Houston, I'll walk you across the street to the Barry Cemetery, and we'll take a look at the headstone.
First one falls for it. And with so many entertainment options these days, Brent, the NBA not shy innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative, and I think that, you know, Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener. And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played, try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Now here's Wilkins. No points in the game yet for him. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal. Third team
The
foul.
energy and athleticism of Bridges is off the charts. He is a tough cover for the defense.
For the Knicks, Hamby comes in for Chamberlain, and it's Odom in for Ingram.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Now here's McCollum. D right on him. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Adept at maintaining his balance on the way up. Bridges, a strong player who can play through contact.
Offensive rebound. Knicks trail by 18. Outside Wilkins. Driving in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Bulls making a switch here. Butler's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Down low, Sprewell.
You can't doubt that Sprewell has the talent. When focused, he's an incredibly efficient scorer as well.
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And he sinks the second. Knicks trail by 17. Here's Wilkins. He kicks it to Camby. Passes it to Hardy. They get a hand on it. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by the Bulls.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
Here's Sprewell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
And we could feel that one all the way over here. Now here's Odom. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Hardy. No good on that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
Outside Wilkins. There's the lob to Bridges. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Mann. This is to Avdia. Can be against Butler.
The last thing Jimmy Butler's afraid of is a little contact.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Free throw, good Butler. So both teams making some changes here.
At the line.
And so Butler nails both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Outside Bryant. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. With the drive and the dunk by Kobe.
And Bryant, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
Knocked away. Ingram with the steal. Pull-up jumper. Wilkins passes to Campbell. Butler with the steal. And here we go. It's Butler. His three-pointers off the mark. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Cavaliers. Pass to Bird. Now the pass to Wilkins. Back to Bird. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from outside. Chicago leading by 20. Here's McAdoo. Second chance shot. Camby with the block. Count the basket. Here's Wilkins. Here's Kobe. And so it's the Chicago Bulls cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Ball rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game plan. Maybe some guys were improvising and they should have been making the next pass, but hey, not looking good out there.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've got Gary Payton. Chamberlain is out there with Bird. Then there's Kobe. And it's Ingram at the three, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Stephen Silas.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Chicago foul. Jimmy Butler.
The Knicks have hit all four of their chances so far in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Kobe Bryant.
And that one misses.
At the line, 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Mann. Passes it to McAdoo. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Avdia dishes to McAdoo. Shoots over Bird. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
That's his first personal.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Well, Chicago has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Here's Mann. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Payton. And here's Kobe for 3. Chamberlain the pass to Kobe. Oh, good with the triple. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Ingram with the steal. From the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense has to do a better job. But when Brandon Ingram is on the break, those strides, man, he takes up a lot of ground.
Here's Mann, guarded by Kobe. Butler in the corner. To the inside. Here's Avdia. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
Clearly a foul.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good. McCollum's checked in for Chicago. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Bryant, and Kobe throws it down home.
Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Mann's got 5 points so far.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Knicks trail by 21. On the wing, Bird. Left side, Bryant. Avdia with the rebound. Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And a wide open look for McCollum. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
Bulls foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions.
Bulls substitution.
So it's the Knicks now. Oh, he launched that one from way outside. Ingram's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And the basket by McCollum.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. It's tipped. And he stays with it. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Sundin. He's covered by Ingram. Yep, that one goes in there. 6 points for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here's Ingram. He has 6. And stolen by McAdoo. He takes it in. Avdia can't hit.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Payton's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
New York calls timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Marcus Camden is checked in for New York. Miles Bridges comes in for Brandon Ingram. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Three-pointer, Bird. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 4 assists in the game.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Sprewell. He's got 9. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Payton attacking. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
Butler, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And here's McCollum. He's got 13.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third quarter. For the 3. Bird pulls it in. New York's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
How about the quickness on display there for Payton, especially when he's slicing to the basket.
The Bulls leading by 20. Cullen passes to Sprewell. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Bulls substitution.
1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's Payton. He's tightly guarded. Back to Bird. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 5 assists tonight.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Rejected by Campbell. They recover it. They get it again. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And the Bulls lead by 20.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 9. Pass to Sprewell. Clock at 6. Back to Butler. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Butler's got 11 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Lays it up off the glass. 6 points for him.
They're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Here's Payton, and the layup's good off the glass.
How about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
And so it's Chicago, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together one successful possession after another and are simply running away with this one. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Champs after making the wild card round last year, and Bill Barnwell on who had the best offseason in the NFL this year. Is it possible to top the Bucks keeping Tom Brady?
And it's time to bring up the State Farm.
With the fresh cracked egg and all this crispy bacon, Wendy's breakfast baconator might be the greatest breakfast sandwich of all time. Chef lived up. Choose Wendy's breakfast baconator.
Assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes.
I'll tell you.
And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. Here's Wilkins. That's tipped. Here's Mann. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated at what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Here's Mann, guarded by Kobe, and it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. He's making a switch here. Diaz checked in. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Butler. Second shot opportunity, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Chamberlain's checked in for the Knicks. And so Bryant will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Going inside, and the dunk by Kobe.
And he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
The Bulls leading by 21. Here's Mann. He dishes it to Butler. Over Bridges. Misses off the left iron. For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Well, looking up and down the stat sheet here, I'm seeing those second chance points jump out at me. They've done a great job on the offensive glass.
The Knicks making a switch here. Bird's checked in. McAdoo is checked in for Chicago. The Knicks making a switch here. Payton's checked in. Here's Mann. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds. New York calls timeout. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
Avdia can't hit. Knicks trail by 21. And here's Ingram from the arc. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 4th rebound in this one. While they're past to man. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Well, Brandon, Ingram is so long, and that's what we could say to the ball. So long.
And finished off by Bryant.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Here's man. And there's the drive. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Knocked loose. Now the dish to Payton. Pass to Bryant. Shot clock at 5. Out to Ingram. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
To the paint. Here's Butler. And that one is hammered home.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
The dynamic right between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
The pass to man. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Chamberlain got rebound number 8 now on the night.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and allowed way too many second chance points.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finish it strong.
Their losing streak had gotten to the point where anybody had to put his foot down. And even though there were other more probable candidates, he's been the one to take over that leadership role. And here's Bryant for 3. Chicago leading by 19 points. Here's man. Guarded by Chamberlain. 6 to shoot. Out to the wing. Here's man. It's rebounded by Payton. Payton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. Still have the lead. Shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Now Avdia passes it to man from outside the arc. Trains the 3-pointer.
Yeah, he's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And it's Bryant missing. The feed to Bird. Peyton outside. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Some nice passing by New York here. And it's Ingram missing. The Bulls leading by 22. Peyton attacking. And the dunk by Peyton.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force
for Jimmy Butler.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Here's Odom and the dunk by Odom.
And that kind of defense ain't gonna get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
That's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And he knocks down the first one.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
Now here's Wilkins. Pass to Hardy. A three ball. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
That's his fourth personal. At the line for the Bulls.
A free throw drops for Butler.
Jimmy Butler's just one of those guys that coaching staff and players admire just how competitive he is on a daily basis.
The Knicks on offense. Down by 15. Hardy. And Thompson sends it back. And they're able to recover. Here's Hardy. Stolen by Thompson. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's stolen. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Now here's Melton. Defended by Wilkins.
That's his fifth personal. Shooting for Chicago.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line, 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Odom kicks to Wilkins. Here's Hardy. It's off. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Jimmy, I know it's been a down stretch of late here, but you were everywhere in this win.
I feel good. Made some shots, got to the free throw line, got a win. That's all I really care about, man. I'm glad we pulled this one out. Hopefully it's the start of something.
Certainly looks like it's trending up, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Replacing most textbooks and lifetime career services. You're not waiting to win. You're ready to succeed again. Learn about our 90+ programs and specializations at
I cannot figure this out. I don't know. I have no idea. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Like, and then I just sit here and figure this out. I just want it to work.
Welcome back to this Just In, coming to you live from the Seaport, New York City, brought to you by Chase.
Alright, let me just, I'm gonna X out of this.
Season so far, Denver made a big splash after acquiring World Champ Russell Wilson from Seattle. And two of the worst teams last year, the Jets and Giants, have high hopes after good drafts. Look, Giants had a good draft. Giants fan, like the Jets had a very good draft. And the Giants fan. All right. We now have the man himself, Bill Barnwell, along with our intrepid NFL see. Bill, you claim the Eagles had the second best offseason in the NFL. Back that up. Why is that?
Well, first, I love the A.J. Brown trade. It's not just about getting a receiver. I mean, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, great players, but about to turn 30, out of the peak of their careers most likely. A.J. Brown entering the peak of his career on a per-target basis, on a per-route basis. One of the best receivers in football already. He hasn't been running routes all that often for Tennessee, so bigger workload in Philadelphia. If he puts up that season, I think we all know he's capable of, whether it's with Jalen Hurts or somebody else maybe in 2023. We're going to need to evaluate Jalen Hurts with this deal as well. And then on the defensive side, love bringing in Hassan Reddick, one of the best edge rushers in football over the past couple of years. James Bradbury at corner, they trade up a little bit for Jordan Davis. Defense at all three levels now for the Eagles. A championship caliber team, maybe questions at quarterback.
Man, you got a guy like the internal stuff of Kobe Dean. I think there's something very wrong. I'm mad at the Giants not grabbing him. All right, Diana, what are you hearing about Hurts' long-term future in Philly?
All right, Bill laid that out perfectly in terms of the way this roster looks. Sal painted a great picture of what it looks like out on the field. Now, I can tell you just the conversations around the league about what the plan is here. This is a bit of a one-year perfect deal. Jalen Hurts has got to go out there and show that he can use all these weapons, and Howard Rosen really put him in a position to succeed in. They did this on purpose, and here's the thing. They love Jalen in the building. He's that type of quarterback that guys love playing for. Southhouse painted a great picture, again, about his relationship with A.J. Brown. Of course, having the number one receiver and quarterback difference and having that chemistry, something that they're going to be working on, is going to contribute to some of that success. But the question mark is going to remain, can Jalen really take that next step and take advantage of everything that's around him?
Bill, you're also very high on the Bucs offseason. You're ranked the fourth best in the league, fourth best offseason. I get Brady's return, but he never really retired. They had him under contract. They all knew he was going to play this year. Come on. And like, so if that's enough to give him the fourth best offseason, just a guy who's going to retire anyway, coming back?
I don't know about that. Look, those 2 weeks where Buccaneers fans had to go to sleep thinking how Preston would be their quarterback, that was traumatic for Tampa Bay fans. They felt that for sure. It's not just bringing that Tom Brady. Obviously, hey, getting that Tom Brady is great, but it's what happened after they brought that Tom Brady. What they did related to Tom Brady. Now Ryan Jensen, their star center, maybe he loses free agency. Tom Brady's not playing. Instead, he comes back. Chris Godwin gets the deal and sticks around there. They got two defensive on the ball. Corey Davis, an excellent quarterback for them. I would have to basically wasn't really a market the way he was expected. Comes back in 12 years. And they traded Jack Mason.
Oh, that was big.
The rare trade where Bill Belichick was thinking that's usually a bad sign. He's smarter than us, but I love getting Jack Mason to retire. Even after winning back Tom Brady.
When I think of 10 years of futility on the Giants' offensive line, and you get a guy like Shaq Mason for a fifth-round pick, I don't want to hear about how it's hard to get an offense. That's ridiculous. It makes me
I can't get this. It's not working.
Inevitable. I'm sorry. I mean, return to the Bucs.
I love that, right? Gronk's approach is essentially how I would look to do it.
This is what I was afraid of. Every time I do transfers, I have anxiety when it comes to these.
Gronk will show up.
The error message stuff I
To
can
be there right now, he's taken enough time, and the plan is for him to most likely join this team. Look, could he choose to say, you know what, I'm just done? Of course he can. That option is there, but the sense is that he'll be back with Tampa Bay.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it as always. And next time we're going to talk a little about it.
He He's at Helpline. How can I help you? Okay. Yeah, what's your employee ID number so I can get you pulled up? Okay. Thank you. So for the FSA, you do want to use the WEX card. However, I'm not showing you have an FSA, you have an HSA. So you have the HSA, the Health Savings Account, which that's still with the WEX card. Let me just see here when you have it. Okay, yeah, that's because we did switch vendors. So you'll want to contact WEX. They're the ones that would have to provide you with a card. They're the vendor for the HSA right now. Just let me know when you're ready and I can give you their phone number. Okay, it is 866-451-3399. Yeah, you can drop your insurance at any time. You just want to make sure whenever you gain access to his coverage that you have to submit it with us within 31 days from that date, that effective date. So as long as you do it within that time frame, you're good to go. So it's right on our benefits website. So once you log on to our website, on the left-hand side, it'll say change my benefits. So you just click on that, and then it'll say life event, and then you just put down you gained access to other coverage. Yeah, no problem. You have a good day. Bye. Yep, she can't do it either. So it's something with the record. If I can't do it and she can't do it, it's not our fault. Oh, now she's in the record, so I can't get it out. I'm just moving on, because I don't care. Moving on. So this girl... Cycle 10, 11, and 13. Just 3 cycles.
Mm-hmm. What time is the baby? No.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Why does she have so many? Just 6 pages.
Matchups he's had, way he's led his team. But was the game more about the evolution of Tatum, the playmaker? I know Udoka, coach, was talking to him about all the different ways he could have an impact on the game. Or was it more about Tatum's struggle?
I think it's the evolution of his playmaking.
I'm really confused. So she left at 12. Was I supposed to like do her processing outside of transfers?
Huh?
Was I don't like. I'm really confused. What week are? What? I'm so confused. What the hell? What date is it?
Today's date?
What cycle am I supposed to be doing today for me? I think I'm cycle T, so that means.
What are the Celtics most worried about from the Warriors in game 2? The third quarter, Max. Now, we talked going into game 2, or game 1, I should say, that the third quarter was going to be a huge pivot point in this series. Golden State, throughout their run, has been dominant in third quarters. Boston and Utah have been terrible in third quarters. We saw last night, when the third quarter ended, everybody in the building except for the Celtics thought this game was over. Golden State was going to be up 1-0 in the series. The Celtics have to be better in those moments going forward. And I thought Andrew Wiggins was actually really critical in the beginning of that third quarter, getting going for Golden State. Boston's going to have to come out in the second half of game 2 much better if they want to avoid being in the kind of hole they were in game 1. Thanks, guys, and a pox on the Boston Celtics house. Thank you, Tim. Aaron Dolan joins us. Game 1 of the NBA Finals tonight. The Warriors are a 3.5-point favorite. How you bet in game 1, Aaron?
Hoping to get lucky on this. I love the Celtics with the plus 3.5.
Jason Tatum. More or less than 28.5 points tonight.
Betting on his player points sometimes is a little bit inconsistent, so I'm going to go with less than 28.5 points.
Jaylen Brown, more or less than 34.5 points, assists, and rebounds tonight.
Going to have to go with more Jaylen Brown. We'll have to step up.
Marcus Smart, more or less than 1.5 steals.
Oh my gosh.
And you have to tune out for Defensive Player of the Year if you think
What the fuck is this?
over this deal.
What?
A 4-0 night for Aaron Dolan with a big on the show yesterday. You can't do better than that. He joined us from our Vegas studio. Aaron, nice job. Yesterday you said you wanted to see game 1 before you made a series bet. Now
I just figured out why I'm getting that error.
how do you see the series?
Why?
I didn't see this the first time. On the main profile, someone made a fucking change.
Now the pressure is out.
That's the problem.
Vegas, but I'm getting lucky here.
There
But
is.
I think we should play the series. This is all up to preference, and it's all about timing of how you think this is going to unfold. I actually really like the Boston Celtics, but I'm going to stick with the series going 7 games. It's gone up a little bit to plus 190, but I still think there's value there. Now, again, this is up to your preference. If the Warriors are going to ultimately end up winning, you want to take them now at plus money, because I do think that the Warriors will end up winning that game too. Like the Celtics, you wait, see what happens in that second game. Try to
Someone
grab them at some plus money. But again,
did something on the profile. So when you do something on the profile, it stamps it when you click save, and then it messes up when we try to do transfers, which is really annoying. So you think it wouldn't do that, but it does do that.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have to compare to figure out what changed. If nothing changed, I'm fine. Hopefully this fixes it, because I have a lot I'm gonna get done. I don't know. I'm guessing.
24 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. You guys have kind of talked about this in the previous segment. He was okay with picking up the slack with
Yeah, everything looks okay. So I'm going to remove that
also was okay with kind of taking the role of a facilitator. Jaylen Brown is that X factor. It's going to be really hard to guard him. I think if the Celtics end up winning and his averages are higher than Jason Tatum, he will win MVP and win a grab it now.
Nice.
I definitely didn't see that date there though the first time. I don't know if someone else was in the record.
Hmm?
Aaron, thank you very much as always for seeing your ads made today.
I'm gonna go back to my cycle and search for
Coming up, Bill Barnwell returns. Which team we traded for an elite wideout who nevertheless made his bad off-season list? Seth arguments. Find out next.
Think again.
Dip into Typhoon Cove. The Metro area's most outrageous indoor water park. Yeah. Doing Snickers. We did a water park yesterday. We didn't actually go. Never mind. With the fresh cracked egg and all this crispy bacon, Wendy's breakfast baconator might be the greatest breakfast sandwich of all time. There's a chef's kiss. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's breakfast baconator.
Hey, Pete. What up, man?
Again, Charles.
I need to add to my cart for Father's Day.
I think that's a different type of card.
What shoes can get in? Choice. All of them. Buckle up. Coolers. Rack 'em and stack 'em. Ooh. Even the kayak, too. Look at these drivers. Time to go clubbing.
HR Helpline, how can I help you? Okay, yeah, I can check on that for you. What is the employee ID number? Thank you. And what is your first and last name? Okay, thank you. Let's see. So right now I'm not showing you have a direct bill available, so I'm going to look in our other screen here to see when you'll get that roughly. In order to get a direct bill, you have to miss 2 consecutive paychecks when you're on leave. So let's see here. So it looks like you missed your paycheck on 5/20, and then you missed the one today. So that would be your second one. So you'll see a direct bill by your next paycheck.
What the mood, yeah, finna act a fool, yeah. New boot, yeah, rapping Jimmy Choo, yeah.